ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and as a lifelong Republican, I can tell you that the people most guilty of stopping Republican advancement are fellow Republicans through history. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can do all that below. And yeah, we really do appreciate that. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Sometimes people want something perfect, and in their pursuit of perfection, they sacrifice what's good. They sacrifice what's good enough. They sacrifice something because they didn't get everything. I respect Representative Thomas Massie a great deal. I think he's a great man. I think he's a true fiscal conservative. I like him. I really do. But too often he stands in the way of progress for the Republican Party because he doesn't get perfection. I respect it. If he could get everybody else in Congress on board with his vision, I'd be for that. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Gosh, I don't know if that's ever going to happen again. This Republican Party is not quite as conservative as it was when I was a kid. And yeah, Representative Massie, it bothers me too. I want to see more conservatism. I agree that there are things in the, quote, big, beautiful bill, end quote, that I'm not crazy about. I think there's too much spending in it. I absolutely do. But we have a country to run. We have an economy to run. We have to get people back on their feet. We have to secure the border. We have to produce the Golden Dome. These things are so important to national security that passing this bill, while also increasing SALT, which is another conversation if you guys just Google SALT, but increasing SALT so that people can save more money on their taxes, regular working folks that are homeowners, is a necessity. If you take away those, then you're going to get a whole other group of Republicans that can't vote for it because they got to go back to purple districts and sell that to their constituents. How are you going to do that? So Thomas Massie gave a speech today, and he wasn't totally wrong in his speech, but he should have got behind the president here, in my opinion. He should have gave his support, should have gave his vote. Now, Trump got the bill passed in the House. I predict there'll be some changes, but it will get passed in the Senate. The president will sign it. This deal's going to happen. Tax breaks are going to be extended, and that's a great thing. So I want you to hear what Representative Massie had to say. You know, make up your own mind, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
Gentlelady from Indiana reserves. Gentleman from Massachusetts is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I yield 1 1/2 minutes to the gentleman from Kentucky, a man who is not afraid to speak his mind about fiscal responsibility, Mr. Massie.
Gentleman from Kentucky is recognized for 90 seconds.
Well, I'd love to stand here and tell the American people, we can cut your taxes and we can increase spending and everything's going to be just fine. But I can't do that because I'm here to deliver a dose of reality. This bill dramatically increases deficits in the near term, but promises our government will be fiscally responsible 5 years from now. Where have we heard that before? How do you bind a future Congress to these promises? This bill is a debt bomb ticking. Congress can do funny math, fantasy math, if it wants, but bond investors don't. And this week, they sent us a message. Moody's downgraded our credit rating, and the bond investors who buy our debt and finance our debt demanded higher interest rates on the 10-year note, the 20-year note, and the 30-year note. What does this mean? Very soon, the government will be paying $16,000 of interest alone per U.S. family. And what are we telling them? Instead of taking care of that problem, we're going to give you a $1,600 tax break. Under the taxing and spending levels in this bill, we're going to rack up, the authors say, $20 trillion of new debt over the next 10 years. I'm telling you, it's closer to $30 trillion of new debt in the next 10 years. Mr. Speaker, we're not rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic tonight. We're putting coal in the boiler and setting a course for the iceberg. If something is beautiful, you don't do it after midnight. I oppose this bill.
Gentleman's time has expired.